Welcome to Kamala Tarot. Today we're stepping into a very special frequency together. Please follow us. This reading is for those who feel a coma rather than a period in their lives. You might feel as if the book was suddenly closed in the middle of the story, either by the universe or the person or your mind, but the energy of the card says the ink is still wet. I see a symphony left unfinished, a state of limbo. I see an unfinished symphony. Energy is caught in limbo. This is an ancient karmic familiarity. When you first met this person, it didn't feel like you were meeting them, but rather remembering them. There was a pure bond where no masks existed. Why did it stop? Sometimes one side remains too childlike or too soft. Perhaps one of you did not yet possess the emotional maturity to carry the weight of such a deep spiritual connection. When the realities and responsibilities of the world grew heavy, they chose to flee from this pure energy rather than seek refuge in it. It has been put on hold like a half-finished childhood dream. I see a sacred waiting, a state of surrender. This silence is not a punishment. It's a necessity. The person on your mind is currently seeing the world and you from a completely inverted perspective. They're realizing that old methods no longer work and that acting out of ego it doesn't work anymore. By staying away from you, they were weighing your true value against their own mistakes. So this is not an ending for the second act of your relationship. I see the mirror of fear and desire. Well, his mind is telling him she's found someone else by now. Too much time has passed. If I write, I look foolish. Well, this is a mirror. The same fear exists within you as well. You're both standing in your own separate circles of sorts, waiting for a sign that the other one isn't angry. The obstacle between you is not a wall, but a blindfold. If one of you takes a step, the swords will fall. I see silence. And it's silence from the outside, actually. There is a restless fire within him. He is like a soul on a hunt, looking for a way out. His mind says, I must go now. I must knock on her door. Yet they fear making a mistake. They're checking your social media and reading all messages, waiting for a spark, a dream, or a song to set off the gunpowder they have accumulated. Well, I see divine timing and spiritual seal. Something is happening behind the scenes that neither of you can see. Crossing of paths through an event, I see something here outside your control, a chance encounter, mutual news, or a sudden message. This cycle must be completed because your karmic debt is not yet finished. The rainbow after the storm. This unfinished period was your reign. You aren't going back to the old ways. You're moving into a stage that is much more solid, transparent, and truly feels like home. The story isn't over. It has simply been revised for a happier ending. And I see also guidance from the skies. But this relationship, I see nostalgia, innocence, and this relationship has still a soft energy. While it has the potential to be very secure and peaceful, everything seems to have stopped all at once. But I still see a pure bond where there were no ego wars or manipulations at the core of this. What you feel for each other is pure love and the familiarity. When you meet again, it will feel familiar again. This sense of knowing each other is the sign of a faithful bond. And there is still telepathy. I see it. Both parties often think of each other at the same time or see one another in dreams. The answer to why are they still on your mind is that they are remembering you with the same innocence. Well, I would say yes. This story will come back to life with an unexpected way. It won't be about the grand dramas or flashy declarations, but rather small steps, a message, a social media interaction. And I see someone and trying to come back. I see forgiveness. Past resentments will come to an end. And the question, why did we do that, will be replaced by the feeling of I missed you. Please leave your comments and likes. Thank you.